Even in your 20s and 30s, understanding skincare and choosing the right products can be a little confusing. But then comes perimenopause and the hormonal changes associated with it, and navigating skincare and the plethora of products out there becomes even more overwhelming.
We teamed up with the skincare experts at Now to get personal insight on the key ingredients, products, and supplements we need in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s to stay youthful and manage our ever-changing skin. Let's just say that Brierley and I both have a package of skincare products being delivered in the next week because of how helpful these experts are. Let's dive in.
Our guests today are Tina Tews and Rosemary McConnell. Tina is a licensed esthetician and brand manager for Now Solutions. She's focused on bringing high-quality, effective, and affordable beauty products and aromatherapy to a global audience to help support healthy, glowing skin at any age. She leverages her 15-plus year tenure in the skincare industry to bring simple, natural, and real-life solutions that help people feel good in their skin using only the most trusted ingredients from around the world. Now Solutions products avoid harsh chemicals and synthetic ingredients to provide a clean beauty line that's inspired by nature, and the full line is certified cruelty-free by PETA's Beauty Without Bunnies program.
Rosemary McConnell is the R&D Supervisor for both Now Personal Care and Food divisions. She's been with Now for 5 years and has more than 15 years of experience in the personal care industry.
Both are a wealth of information, so let's bring them on. I'm really excited to have you both on the podcast today. First of all, when we were first introduced to Now skincare products, I was excited to try them because you guys had given us a preview at this event that we were at in Chicago. And so I was excited to try them because of everything that I heard you say. But holy cow, when I put them on my face and started using them regularly was when I really realized that this was like, these things were amazing. And for our listeners, like I have really sensitive skin, so I'm always hesitant to try something new.
Well, and has yours gotten more sensitive during this stage of life?
Oh, yes. Yes. I was like, what do you mean more sensitive? Not since using the products.
But yes. It's even more sensitive, and particularly to a lot of those products that in past 20s and 30s that I've been prescribed by like dermatologists, or real expensive products that dry you out a lot, or like I really can't use any of those. So I was excited to try Now facial products as well, and have been so pleasantly surprised. Not only are they effective, but my sensitive skin can handle it too.
Yes.
So
yes,
I'm pumped about.
And also for our listeners, so like welcome Tina and Rose, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you.
And I want our listeners to know that we aren't going to talk exclusively about product recommendations today. We are talking about perimenopause, what happens to your skin, how your hormones change, what ingredients are important to to look for.
What are beneficial.
What's beneficial. And if we have time, because we have a lot of content to cover, we're going to talk about some supplements too, in case anybody's interested.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, so.
Welcome, ladies. Sorry, that was very long-winded, but we are very excited.
We are happy to be here.
Okay, well, we've talked several times. We've had multiple episodes on perimenopause now. Mm-hmm. And I think if you're living it or you're around that age, you're familiar with a lot of the symptoms associated. And you've probably heard, I think our listeners are very familiar, that most of the symptoms are triggered by changes in hormones. They may not remember what hormones those are, but their symptoms are ultimately stem from that. And so that's also what starts to affect your skin.
Because we needed one more thing.
And I'll have to say, the skin changes that I've had during perimenopause, they are sporadic and they are like intense. And then they get like, there's no like, oh, I'm a teenager, I have acne for a while. This is like, they'll just pop up because I get stressed for a while.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what is that redness? What is that, and then it'll go away. And then I'll have like, I swear, I had the biggest zit in my life last year when I met the guy who I'm now dating. That night, I've never had a bigger zit in my life. Not even in my teenage years, in perimenopause. And then it was gone. And anyway, it's all over the place with skin.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
it's great.
So Tina and Rose, tell us and tell our listeners why that is. Like, what is happening?
So in regards to like estrogen or progesterone, it starts to drop during perimenopause. So the skin is our largest organ, and any hormonal shifts are bound to create a big impact on it because of that. So estrogen helps us to produce collagen and elastin, and this is what helps keep our skin plump, firm, bouncy. So when it drops, we tend to lose collagen faster. This leads to thinner skin, more wrinkles, and overall sagging in general. It also helps keep your skin hydrated by supporting the production of ceramides and hyaluronic acid, as well as sebum, which is your skin's natural oil. So when your progesterone starts to lower, this typically means drier, more sensitive skin, and it tends to be more itchy, irritated, and you can easily have this imbalance completely. Progesterone also plays a role in keeping our skin moist and supple. So when that decreases, it contributes to the ultimate dryness factor too. And to think that this transition for some people can last 7 to 10 years.
Joy.
Hopefully I'm not one of those women, but this emphasizes the importance of personalized skincare approaches and the need for more proactive measures starting in your 30s to support the long-term health of your skin.
Yeah.
Starting in your 30s.
Yeah.
In your 30s.
Well, we're getting the memo late.
Yeah.
We're going to catch up.
Yeah, we're going to catch up.
I don't think I realized that estrogen was involved in collagen production and elastin production. So that would be key in the aging process. Yeah. Wow.
Now, is there an amount of collagen that is important to aim for? And I ask that because, sorry to put you both on the spot, but I ask that because I have a lot of friends these days who are like mixing collagen into their coffee. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but it kind of makes me wonder, like, what is there a set amount that we should be targeting, like a minimum threshold?
So it's going to be different based on what type of collagen you're taking. So one of the collagens we have, Verisol collagen, you need 2.5 grams to get the clinically studied amount specifically for skin and joints. And then for the marine collagen, that has a different grams. I'm not sure offhand. I can look that up for you guys. But each specific collagen is different depending on the type of collagen it is and if it's bovine, marine, or even chicken.
Yeah.
Because we have all three that have the skin.
Y'all have got some great supplements specific to skin health. So, yeah, I definitely want to cover those.
Yes. Okay, well, we'll be sure to get there. There's one in particular that I really like.
There is. Okay.
All right, so I learned this recently, and I was shocked, and so I had to ask you both about it. I heard that melatonin drops during perimenopause, and that affects your sleep. And then my question was, does that play any role in our skin health? And I'm not going to lie, I was like really surprised to read your answer.
So when I saw this question, I don't know much about this one in particular, but I talked to our science team about it. And they said that melatonin acts as a powerful antioxidant in the skin. It helps to neutralize free radicals, and it reduces oxidative stress caused by environmental factors such as UV, pollution. And this helps to accelerate visible aging. So during this time, as melatonin levels drop with our estrogen levels, sleep quality can suffer, and sleep is critical for skin repair. So yes, when these are low, the skin will definitely show it.
I had no idea melatonin levels change during perimenopause.
Me neither.
So not only is my sleep suffering, but when I look in the mirror and feel like I don't look so great from that lack of sleep that I really needed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not totally in my mind.
No, it's not.
I never time.
I went to this event and they were talking about how melatonin drops during perimenopause, and I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is just okay.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when I asked you guys and you explained it, I was like, oh, of course, melatonin plays an important role too. Great.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about
getting the lack of sleep too as you get older is just not so fun.
Well, I mean, I feel like, if you asked me today, this would have been totally different, probably in my 20s and maybe early 30s. But what the most important health habit is, to me, it's sleep. Because without good sleep, like, it's harder to eat healthy, it's harder to get activity in, it's harder to manage stress. And yeah, so when something disrupts sleep, like changes in melatonin levels, it really just throws everything for a bit of a loop.
Right, because, it also gives you your melatonin, and giving you the sleep, it gives you not only the physical, or it's the mental health, so it's the mental well-being of your mind, makes you feel more rested, so you're putting less stressors on yourself, so it all equates to one giant circle, so that's, taking care of yourself is number one, regardless of what goes into your body, how much rest you get, and what you put on your skin topically.
Yeah. Okay, so we've mentioned melatonin levels changed, and then initially we talked about how estrogen and progesterone levels changed. Are there any other hormone levels that change that can affect your skin?
Yes, testosterone. So as estrogen decreases, testosterone can become more dominant, and this leads to an increase in sebum production. And as you were talking about breakouts earlier in your conversation, it can lead to people prone to breakouts, and women may even experience unwanted facial hair because we as women, of course, aren't dealing with enough already. You just have to add another thing onto the list.
Yes.
Let's add a little facial hair too.
Yeah. I have not had trouble with facial hair, but hearing this connection with the sebum and testosterone makes sense because I do some hormone replacement, and she does give me a little testosterone because testosterone, if you're low in it and you get a little, it's amazing for your energy and just kind of overall. But too much is not good. And so I had my blood levels tested a few weeks ago because I was just like, I'm just stressed and mad, and my face is breaking out, and my testosterone was way too high. And they're like, okay, we're going to delay your next hormones for a while. And I was like,
this
maybe that's
explains a
why
lot.
my face is breaking out. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Good thing microblading is so common nowadays too.
Oh,
Exactly.
good point. Very good point.
Exactly. I know. I can't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you'll hear about women also like going through the experiences of having the really dark, thick hair that comes on their chins and on the sideburns, and that all just goes into play of having the hormonal acne and then the imbalance of your hormones. There's other things that occur, rosacea, rashes on the skin, because it's all contributed to hormones, and then also not having enough moisture in your skin as well to give you that imbalance. You can have the different capillaries that appear on your skin as well, hair loss is a big thing too, and thinning on the scalp.
Yeah.
So it's just another added feature of all the hormonal imbalance. So it's just getting that right proportions back into your system.
Okay, I'm glad you said something about rosacea. Not to bring this back to me, but
No, go for it.
when I was so I've had a lot of redness like around my nose and like mouth area, and flakiness and dryness, and it doesn't clear up, and it's not like breakouts or anything, but it's just like weird. So I started I've made the dermatologist appointment, but I started researching, and I think I've self-diagnosed. I think maybe I've never gotten diagnosed with rosacea, but my skin has always been very sensitive, very easy to get red, and like especially when I drink red wine and stuff. But I think maybe the hormone changes are aggravating that, and I was like, I think I may be. So I've started doing some things recommended for rosacea, and it's kind of helped. But it's just interesting. I was like, of course that would flare up too during
perimenopause.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about ingredients, because I love that there's so many products available today and at all price points, but it's overwhelming.
It is.
It's completely overwhelming. And then you've got this whole, section of the marketplace with, quote unquote clean or, environmentally friendly products. And, you don't know if those are really effective or, if they're worth the money. But can y'all just break us down kind of like, let's start in our 30s when you said we need to start with prevention and early intervention. And then we'll talk about 40s, like what we actually need to do during perimenopause. And then kind of as we age in our 50s and 60s, what are some key ingredients for us to look for in those decades?
So collagen production, it starts to drop by 1% each year when you're in your 30s. So this is when you start to see all of the visible signs of aging that you might not have seen prior. Start to see the wrinkles, dark circles starting to show. So this is when we recommend adding in the whole collagen type supplements because it's not only great for your skin, it's also great for your joints. We want to focus on that bone health and strength as well. You also want to start using an antioxidant if you aren't using any. So vitamin C or glutathione, they are great for helping to brighten and even out skin tones. And then you want to start to incorporate a retinol or a retinol alternative at night. I'm sure we've all heard of the sandwiching method in regards to retinol. But if you're super sensitive, like we were talking about, considering a nature-derived retinol alternative like bakuchiol is absolutely wonderful. And this is what I actually use for my skin, and I absolutely love it. Bakuchiol was tested, and it was found to be just as effective as retinol with less scaling and stinging in a study. So it's a great product if you can't handle retinol.
Y'all gave us a sample of your product that has this, and me and you both, it's our favorite product.
It is hands down my favorite. And I do have to say, I was using another product that was a natural form of retinol. Please don't ask me what the active ingredient was. I have no idea. I'm sure you can guess. And so I just ran out of my now product. And so I have been using every other night. I've been using this other one. I mean, I can't tell you, like, my eyes start watering when I put it on. Like, it's definitely, and it doesn't, like, do too much, like, irritation to my skin, but there's something in it that really, like, makes my eyes real water. I know. And again, like, going back to, like, sensitive skin, and the product that y'all have is amazing. I remember when Carolyn actually first started using it.
I can see, especially in those first few weeks that you use it, I can still see it when I use it. But, like, I could see a visible difference in the morning. Like, and I don't think it was a placebo. Like, I could see, it wasn't. Like, I was brighter. My skin was somewhat clean. You know, my skin looked better. And I was like, wow. Like, and this is a natural product, you know? Like, and I could use it every day, and sensitivity wasn't an issue.
Yes, good point. I could use mine every day, and this other one, and I can't use a Retin-A based formula. I've tried that.
We're going to give y'all some of their specific products that we like, some of Now's, and we'll definitely link this one in the show notes because this is our all-time favorite, and it is at a great price point.
Yes, it really is.
Okay, so
Tina, can you, in case listeners aren't sure of sandwiching, can you quickly explain it? And also, I want to make sure that it is what I think it is. So this is for me too.
Sandwiching a retinol is when you put on a moisturizer first to, like, help with put a barrier between the retinol and your skin. So it kind of helps, like, ease the full percentage of the retinol. And if you're sensitive skin, it's highly recommended so that you don't peel as much if you're not used to that strength of the retinol.
Okay, well, I did not know what sandwiching is. That's not what I thought it was.
Wow.
Wow, that is a hot tip.
That's a great idea.
Yes. Yeah. So if you are sensitive and you want to try using retinol, try sandwiching first. So moisturizer, retinol, and moisturizer.
What about a face oil?
Well, hold on. We're still in our 30s.
I know.
You're getting us off track.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting us off track. All right.
Our 30s.
Forgive us.
Oils are great to use after a moisturizer because it kind of helps to lock all of the moisture in place.
You use the oil on top?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing it all wrong.
You can use it without the moisturizer, but if you want to, like, help trap in everything, it kind of puts that layer over it.
I thought it was the other way around. Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Okay.
I swear I was paying attention when we saw you in Chicago. I really swear.
So 30s, collagen, an antioxidant ingredient like vitamin C or CoQ10 or glutathione, and then a retinol or retinol alternative at night, and that's y'all's retinol alternative. that we particularly love. Okay, anything else in our 30s?
Yes, so hydration is super key. So if you aren't already using it, you want to use products with hyaluronic acid or ceramide. So these are key in supporting your skin's natural moisture. Hyaluronic acid is a natural occurring polysaccharide that's found in the body. It acts as a lubricating agent for our skin and connective tissues. So its function is to hold on to moisture. So it helps skin to feel more hydrated. It kind of plumps up whatever areas you need, and it acts as a natural filler. So our body actually starts depleting hyaluronic acid at the age of 18. So you could start using hyaluronic products anytime after that.
At the age of 18?
Highly recommended if you aren't already using it by your 30s, you should start.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Hyaluronic acid is in, y'all have a product that's a spray mist?
Yes.
That has it in it?
Does that have the hyaluronic acid in it?
It does.
Oh, I love that stuff. We got to link that stuff too. That stuff is amazing.
You put it on just like during the day over your makeup or underneath it? Or Tina,
well,
what should
I'm
we
afraid
be doing?
to say what I do because I'm pretty sure that
Tina,
I'm doing
what
it
do you
wrong.
do?
You could use it under or over.
Right.
Or you could use it as like a
toner or even like
toner.
some people use it as a toner, almost like even as a
like an essence almost. Yeah.
Well, both
or
of
like
y'all,
it sets their skin too, and then you apply makeup over it, just to keep that plumpness into your skin before you start applying other things on top of it.
Okay, I was doing that one right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, 40s. That's where Brierley and I are now.
Me too.
What do we need to do? I wasn't going to ask y'all's ages. Y'all's skin looks amazing. So I did not think either of you in your 40s at all. Okay.
I like it.
40s. I mean, sometimes I feel like, is there any point? So what do we need to be doing?
So this is when you want to start doing targeted skincare. So this is when you start to see and feel all the signs of perimenopause typically. So skin tone becomes dull, it becomes less even.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Hormonal changes can help, it increases dryness and discoloration. So you want to continue using all of those ingredients from your 30s, but you want to add in more moisturizing ingredients, more peptides. You may also want to opt for richer moisturizers that have emollients and humectants, especially at night before you go to bed, to help keep your skin extra moist during those times.
Okay.
Rose, if you wanted to add anything in there.
Yeah, so, I know we just talked about the 30s and prevention and being, the preventatives. And, at this stage now with the 40s, this is when we start to see a little bit of the aging process, this sun damage, the crow's feet. So, this is a time when you want to start focusing on, like Tina said, more of the deep moisturization because your skin is now starting to lose water retention. So you also want to think about the skin as, and I'm sure you might have heard this analogy of brick and mortar. So your skin cells are like a brick and mortar of a wall, and everything in between would be like your collagen and elastin that is being depleted in your skin. So then your foundation starts to get smaller instead of having a very solid structure, right? So all of this is what's happening in your skin when you're approaching this age. So now you want to put that plumpness, firmness of your brick and mortar of your skin back into tack by adding in different ingredients and adding in the sodium hyaluronate. Niacinamide is a really good one that people start to use at this age right now too, because it helps to improve your skin texture. It also helps with improving skin blemishes because those are the things you tend to, gain as you age as well, because you lose your the melatonin in your skin.
I'm so glad you brought that ingredient up because in my personal self-rosacea diagnosis, that's an ingredient I started reading a lot about because it helps with redness in the skin. So do y'all have a product that includes the niacinamide?
We use that ingredient in various types of our in our products. Just for one, it's in our vitamin C Manuka honey cleanser. But we try to add it into our formulas, where we can and what's more, what's appropriate for when we're creating our formulas. Yeah. So it is in a lot of our formulas.
And I just want to tell our listeners, this is one thing that I found so I don't know, it kind of endeared me to the Now products is y'all do all this testing and formulation in-house. I love that, like, you're doing it for real people problems and own real people and, you know, not stopping till you get the results, you know, that you're looking for.
So I was actually talking to Rosemary about doing a niacinamide soothing redness serum in the future. So that's actually on our docket. We just don't have it yet.
Ooh.
Awesome. I will be glad to be a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Okay, 50s and 60s. As much as I don't want to admit it, I am nearing that. I'm 48 right now. Be 49 in a few months.
The cell renewal process is now slow at this age. So older, duller cells stay on the skin a lot longer. So the skin barrier becomes drier at this age. So you want to focus on deep hydration and gentle support. Everything gentle. So rich emollients, occlusives, anything like shea butter, plant oils, they're going to be your best friends here. So ingredients that target your regular skin tones, anything like a retinol here would be really good as well, or retinol alternative. Rose maybe also more in depth in the ingredients here.
Yeah, I mean, any kind of retinol is good. So glucuchol plays a role here as well, you know, a good role here. We are actually, hopefully in the near future, we'll have a different type of exfoliation product to launch. And we're kind of brainstorming on that as well. But there's, you know, there's different things where you can make your own mixtures using our ingredients as well to get that exfoliation process. So we do a lot of DIY suggestions too. So whether it's taking a little bit of our glycerin or a carrier oil, mixing it with a little bit of caffeine and, you know, mixing that up as well to get that exfoliation going. But it's always good to get that cell turnover and manipulating your skin that way.
Okay, this is not something that was planned, but let me just ask because I'm about to have to go on a senior trip to Jamaica, getting some swimsuits. Y'all hadn't figured out a solution for cellulite yet, have you?
I wish.
When you brought up caffeine, I was like, "Ooh, I need to ask about," because I know I've seen those in a lot of
that,
products.
she would no longer be working it now.
Yeah. And
billionaire somewhere.
And I should correct myself, not caffeine, but coffee.
Oh, okay.
Coffee grinds people take and reutilize their coffee grinds as well. So.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and we actually got to do that when we visited y'all's facilities. It's like make some of our own products. It was so cool.
It was great. I loved using what I concocted. But all right, I do have to ask a question. And I know we're going to get into some products, so maybe we're going to get down to that, and I'm just not remembering.
Are you getting us off traffic?
Just a tiny bit. So you talk about a deep, like moisturizers are really important in your 40s and then especially in your 50s and 60s, like with your mature skin. Here's a perpetual problem that I have had is I really like, and my skin does very well with a very thick, hydrating cream at night. And a lot of times, you know, people will tell me that this is very moisturizing and I'll put it on my skin and I'll wake up in the morning and I look like I went to the desert. So
it doesn't feel like it moisturized.
No. And so is there a particular ingredient or ingredients that somebody should be looking for? Because I could put like the equivalent of Aquaphor on my skin and my skin would be fine at night. I mean, it wouldn't look great, but like that level of moisture.
Now, I know what you mean. Like sometimes you put like a heavier one on and you can just tell. You don't feel like it's fully soaking in and then it doesn't feel like soft and supple in the morning. Like,
right.
Yeah. So are there particular ingredients or, you know, I guess as our skin matures, it gets a little tougher. So are there things we need to look for in a good, like, hydrating, particularly a night moisturizer that will help penetrate the skin better or what thoughts do y'all have?
I think the key thing is also to, you know, remember is skin regimen. I'm all about layering. I like to layer my face. So I like to start off by, you know, I know some people can't exfoliate their skin every day. But you could like I said, do your own type of gentle exfoliation, warm water, rinsing it to really open up your pores and then cleansing, right? You can also follow up with, after the applying the warm water to your skin, do a surfactant, like a foaming type of cleanser, and follow up with even a cream cleanser. And then
So
patting your face
cleansers.
dry, and then.
So 2 cleansers,
Sorry.
is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends on you. You know your own skin,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, there's certain things that you can do. It doesn't have to be a daily regimen, but it could be, something like that. But, after you're patting your skin, then you have a fresh palette, so to speak. And then whether you're applying a serum, we have many serums that you can apply. And then you can apply your moisturizers. We have a hyaluronic PM moisturizer you can apply, and then follow up with an oil. So that oil too is that nourishing facial oil we have as well. You follow that up, and that is that type of sandwiching type of idea of putting that final barrier on there, and that might help retain the water, and moisture in your skin for the overnight sleep.
Yeah, I would definitely try that oil over the moisturizer if you haven't.
Well, and especially if I'd been doing it in reverse, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
User error, not surprising. Okay, I have now derailed us multiple times.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're to my favorite part, because we're going to go through some of y'all's favorite products in the Now line that really have proven to have great results because of the thought y'all have put into the ingredients and just the thinking and the science behind them. So, number one thing y'all recommend is a mineral sunscreen. Is that right?
A mineral sunscreen, yes. Number one thing. And when I was younger, I did not use sunscreens, and I highly regret it now. We don't currently have one in our line, but we're actually working on some formulas right now. It will be OTC, so it will take some time, but we are working on that. But mineral sunscreen, get one if you aren't using one. Besides sunscreen, I would definitely recommend 2 things. If you're going as minimal as possible, a gentle cleanser and a daily moisturizer. So gentle cleanser, we have 3 different formulas in our line, and we have the vitamin C and Manuka honey gel cleanser. So this is a brightening cleanser. It's perfect for all skin types, so anyone can use it, and you really can't go wrong with it. It's very easy, very gentle. It's got that Manuka for all those properties as well. If you're a vegan, that's the only reason you can't use it. Next, we have the Blemish Clear Gel Cleanser. This is more for those hormonal blemishes showing up. It has bakuchiol as a star ingredient. It's got tea tree, key botanicals. It's all to help soothe and calm that redness and irritation. And then we just came out with our newest cream cleanser, and that's the Gentle Balance Cream Cleanser. So this was formulated by Rose, and it's specifically for dry and sensitive skin. So it's non-foaming, fragrance-free, extremely gentle on the skin. It also has bakuchiol, but we also added in ceramide, glycerin, calendula, and gotu-kola. So that's all the soothing ingredients and the hydrating ingredients that we really need.
Okay, I'm starring this in my notes right now.
Yeah, I'm
placing a big order.
Yes,
to get off.
exactly. Same. I've been opening up tabs here. I have used another oil-based face cleanser that has. Did you say it's calendula? Calendula?
What?
The Soothing Rose Cleansing Oil?
No, is it? How do you say this ingredient? Calendula.
Oh, calendula.
Yes, and it had calendula in it, and I'm. It has to be that ingredient that my skin just loves. Loves. So
it's great, and it's the calendula is our star ingredient in our baby line because it's so great for soothing skin.
Oh.
And it's great on even the most gentle skin, like the most sensitive skin type.
So I'm guessing, like, if you're prone to kind of eczema or drier skin like that, calendula might be a good product for some of those things. Okay, I have a question. Yeah. You know how sometimes you hear you should, like, rotate your shampoos or not, after a few months or that kind of thing. Do y'all recommend rotating your cleansers? Or just, or do you more just try to stay in tune with your face and rotate it based on what you feel like your face needs?
I would recommend rotating cleansers only if you're in different seasons. So let's say you're drier in the winter. You might want to rotate, like you might have a completely different cleanser in the summer than you do in the winter.
That makes sense.
So during those times, or if you're in a specific altitude where it's a lot drier, you might want a richer cleanser and moisturizer there.
Okay.
But other than that, I wouldn't rotate really, because then you're going to shock your skin into new ingredients if you're not used to using it.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Our skin doesn't need any more stress. Okay, here, moisturizers. I'm excited to hear about these. You have 3 that you're going to tell us about.
Yes. So the 3 daily moisturizers, this would be the hyaluronic acid AM moisturizer. This is your perfect everyday moisturizer. It has the hyaluronic acid, a bunch of extracts to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, draw moisture into the skin surface. In your 30s, you can use this day and night because you're not going to need that extra thickness. Blemish clear moisturizer, again, this is for someone who has more of the hormonal blemish issues. It provides lightweight hydration. It helps to improve your skin texture and tone. And then we have the glutathione skin brightener cream, and this features ceramides and glutathione as the key ingredient. So this is for brightening your skin's appearance. It helps to improve elasticity and, of course, moisturize your skin. So those are the 3 gentle daily moisturizers I would recommend before you need those thick ones.
Okay. And I'm really liking the sound of the glutathione skin brightener cream. That's not usually typically too heavy, like during the day.
It is not too heavy,
awesome.
no.
Star in this one.
Yeah.
At least not on my skin. And I have very sensitive skin. It goes in very fast.
Yeah. Awesome. Ooh. Okay. An antioxidant serum.
Antioxidant serum. We have our vitamin C and ferulic acid serum. This is to help brighten the complexion and visibly improve skin texture, reduce the signs of aging, giving you that antioxidant protection. So you want to use this in the mornings under your moisturizer and under your sunscreen. And you want to make sure that it dries completely before you apply anything. Otherwise, you'll get that pilling. So I always wake up, put on the sunscreen, brush my teeth, do something else while it dries before I do anything else to my skin.
Okay.
So because of the vitamin C, it has that stickiness and tackiness. It takes a little bit longer to dry.
Okay, so you put your serum in before your sunscreen?
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, I'm writing this down.
Got it.
You know, no one tells you this kind of stuff.
No. You definitely don't go to the dermatologist and I'm not trying to dog dermatologists, but they don't give you the order in which to do things.
Yeah. And good.
So I'm just saying that if you were to only use 2 or 3 things, I would say sunscreen, cleanser, moisturizer.
Okay.
But then when you're adding on, you want to do serums. So serums are always before moisturizers, before sunscreen.
Okay.
So both of those would be first.
And I just have to say that I was never a big skincare person. And in my mid-30s, I finally started like a routine of like more than just the 3 things that you were just talking about, Tina. And I really, it really is amazing. It's amazing. I'm sorry to sound so, like duh, but it works.
Yeah.
It really.
Kind of like sticking with a regular exercise routine.
Yeah. Exactly. It makes
really
a difference.
Have some amazing benefits.
Yeah.
Okay. Retinol or retinol alternative serum. We've already talked a little bit about this, and I don't know if I'm saying it. Bacchanal? Bakuchiol. That's the one that we love. The Bakuchiol Skin Renewal Serum is the one we are addicted to.
That is hands down. I know, Tina, you said 3 products, but I'm telling you, every listener, I don't care what age you are, you need this thing in your life.
Yeah.
You need it.
That is my absolute favorite product. I bring it everywhere I go on a trip. And funny thing, I always leave it at whatever hotel I'm at just to have someone else try it if they want to.
That's a great
I love that. I'm not going to do that because I don't work for your company.
I can't go without it.
I love that.
Yeah.
But it's great. So it has the bakuchiol, but it also has pycnogenol as a star ingredient as well. So they have great studies for pycnogenol for skin types too. And it just renews your skin completely. It helps with pores. It helps with any type of refining.
Yeah.
I'm choosing words carefully here.
It helps with all the anti-aging stressors that we go through.
Yeah.
Putting the hydration back into your skin. But the bakuchiol has a lot of strong players. There's ingredients such as like argan oil a little bit to give you back that moisture in your skin, squalane. Besides, we mentioned bakuchiol, pycnogenol. There's antioxidants like vitamin C and green tea extract. So it's got a lot of and sodium hyaluronate. So it's got a lot of key players to give you all these skin benefits in one bottle, so to speak.
Okay.
I love that.
And then you've got another serum.
Yes, we also have a CoQ10 serum. So this one has an ingredient called Revinage, and this is a stable plant-based alternative for retinol as well. And it is also a lot more gentle than a retinol. It doesn't give the redness, the peeling, anything like that. And then it combines ubiquinone CoQ10 to visibly firm, smooth, and renew the skin. So this is a great alternative. This used to be one of our top sellers too. Personally, I couldn't use it. It was a little too strong for my skin. But if you have a little sturdier, thicker skin, I should say, this would be a great one for you. But it was too high of a concentration for my skin.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, eye cream. I have not used one in several years, and I know I need to.
Well,
okay.
I have tried this one that they're going to talk about, and I do have some questions, but please talk about this one, because this one really fascinates me.
So we have the 2-in-1 eye cream. So it's tightening and brightening. It has mulberry extract to help reduce the appearance of dark circles. And then it has other clinical ingredients that help to tone and smooth the appearance of the fine lines. I'm not much of an eye cream person on a daily. I do use eye creams every once in a while, but I'm not one of those people who has to do it every single day. But if you really are feeling the need and you have those like under eye bags and dark circles, I highly recommend this. And another thing I recommend is putting your eye serums or eye creams in the fridge to make them cold as you put them on as well. Or to use one of those like metal
Yes.
instruments to help apply as well, to help with any swelling.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're supposed to use that to help apply the product?
No. They have like little like spatula ones.
No, have you seen those?
Not the big, huge globe ones.
Yeah, no, I have like a little tiny little roller, then it's a metal roller. But I thought you were supposed
that's probably just for rolling.
to roll it afterwards. But no, you're supposed.
I think you're talking about a bigger one. You're not talking about the little applicator.
The little
one.
spatula.
I'd have to see the applicator.
Yeah. Now, is this eye cream one that you could use day and night, or is this more of a night thing?
You could use it day and night.
Okay.
So my question was, can I
that
use
one.
that one just at night?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because most facial moisturizers have a lot of the ingredients in them, and you can use, unless you wanted that special attention to the eyes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, and an exfoliant. You have a gentle exfoliant you recommend. I'm going to be honest. My skin has been so like dry and just sensitive. I really want to exfoliate because I feel like there's dullness. But then sometimes I'm like, am I going to do more harm than good by exfoliating? But so this gentle exfoliant, I'm wondering if it might be a good option. Will you tell us a little about it?
So we have a vitamin C and Ariza sativa scrub. Ariza sativa is just a fancy Latin name for rice bran beads. So it's very gentle. You can even use it daily. So that I would recommend if you do have sensitive skin. Or you can even use any of our clay powders and mix it with just to get like a tiny bit of like grittiness to gently exfoliate your skin that way.
Oh, y'all sell the clay
otherwise,
powders?
options that we don't have currently is like an alpha hydroxy acid liquid.
Okay.
That might be a little stronger if you're not used to acids on your skin. Or there's enzymatic exfoliation. So using like papaya enzymes or what are some other enzymes, Rose? I'm drawing a blank right now.
I've heard of, not too familiar too much on it since we don't work with it, but there's papaya, there's pumpkin, there's all different types of enzymatic ingredients. But this is kind of also the scrub where we can add into the whole, the 50s age of gentle exfoliation as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Other things that we might want to add in during our 40s, other products.
During your 40s, if you aren't already using this, doing a whole double cleansing method in your 40s. So, because you're using sunscreen every day, you want to be able to take all of that stuff off of your face. So have you ever seen the trick where they take the orange or the strawberry and they put makeup or sunscreen all over it, and then they use the cleanser and try to cleanse it off? And there's stuff all stuck in the holes of the orange rind.
Gross.
But then if you use a oil cleanser first and then use the cleanser, it takes everything off. So it's just showing that there's little things that end up in your pores that you're not actually washing off, even if you are washing every day. So that secondary double cleansing helps to get rid of everything.
Well, that makes sense too from a water soluble and fat soluble perspective. I know your regular cleansers have a little oil in them too, but if your sunscreens are largely, fat soluble ingredients, then you would need an oil to maybe get that cleansing.
Well, especially if you're using a mineral sunscreen. I mean, that stuff is almost like plaster for your face.
Okay, so do the cleansing oil first.
Yes.
Then a secondary cleanser.
First, and then you do the gentle cleanser second.
And that's mainly at night, after the day, to get off your makeup, your
Yes.
sunscreen.
At the end of the day, take off your sunscreen. It gets rid of everything.
Okay, perfect.
My Obachan growing up as a kid, she had all these fancy creams and essences in her bathroom. But that's one thing she always did. She always double cleansed. So I think it's a big Asian thing too.
Okay.
But that's one thing that she always instilled in me to get rid of everything, because when I was a teenager, I wore a lot of thick makeup that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps get all of that out of your skin.
Okay.
Wow. Double cleansing. I think that, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And then the hyaluronic acid facial mist. That's something we talked about earlier. We loved it.
Love it. Love.
Just spray under your makeup or on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A hydrating toner or essence. This is great to start using at 40 if you aren't already. It instantly rehydrates thirsty skin. It's blended with hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, multi-fruit and cucumber extract, and humectants to help decrease skin water loss.
Okay.
So I even use this when applying my makeup with a beauty blender. I spray it kind of with the water just to help apply it.
Oh, good idea.
So there's all different tips and tricks you can utilize it for.
That is genius. So you spray it on the beauty blender before you put. Oh wow!
Oh my gosh.
While I'm putting on my makeup, yeah.
Okay.
Can you just come to my house?
Yeah. Can we come to your house?
Yeah. Come to your house.
Okay. Some more targeted serums for in your 40s.
So this is mainly 40s and beyond is when you start using more targeted serums. So we have two other serums other than the ones we already mentioned before. Our hyaluronic acid firming serum. So this one you could put specifically on any areas that you want to draw in moisture. So your marionette lines, your 11s, any fine lines. You could just put it specifically on those areas before you put on your moisturizer or any other serum. It'll help draw in moisture to those specific areas. We also have a dark spot serum because at the age of 40 and beyond, you start to notice dark circles, pigmentation damage. So this contains vitamin C and multiple extracts, including a clinically studied alpine extract, which helps to improve the appearance of age spots, and it helps to even out skin tone over a 12-month time period. 12-week, sorry, not month, 12-week time period.
Wow. Okay. Y'all said there's a trick to apply serums that you want to apply them from thinnest to thickest. What does that mean? Your thinnest skin or what does that mean?
So you apply it. So if you were to put a serum on your hand, and then you turn your hand over to see what runs the fastest.
Oh.
So you want to apply it the thinnest liquid to the thickest. So you want to layer on your actives first, So more of the water-based items.
Okay.
And then you want to put on your soothing and hydrating serums that are a little thicker and a little more moisturizing.
Got
so
it.
it's okay to use more than one serum on top of each other.
Yes.
Okay. I thought.
So, but you just have to be cautious. If you are layering serums, you want them to dry before you apply the next layer, because like I said before, you'll get that pilling. And you also want to remember not to overlayer. More is not better. So I know there's so many sunscreens, so many serums, so many moisturizers. Sometimes if you put too much, you'll ruin your skin barrier. So you just have to, trial and error, like trying little things, knowing what works well for your skin. And then once you know what is well for your skin, you can help layer those products when you need them. Okay.
Moving into our 50s, y'all have got some night creams that you recommend.
So 50s is when you want the thicker moisturizers. So you want your rich dose of butters, your oils over your moisturizers. So we recommend our hyaluronic acid PM cream, and we recommend our Wrinkle Rescue moisturizer. So the Wrinkle Rescue moisturizer is great for any sagging skin type. So when you start to see, like, especially on your neck, that's always the first thing that shows up. It helps to like tone it, moisturize it, and it has a couple clinical ingredients specifically for those sagging effects as well. Anything rich, pretty much. And in your 40s and 50s, I know this is not facial related, but progesterone cream is also a huge product, and we carry this, but we do label it as a cosmetic. So there's not a lot of hormonal or medical claims we can say about it. So I would definitely talk to your healthcare practitioner more about it. They know a lot of information on it, but it contains USP progesterone. It's derived from disogenin because this ingredient is extracted from wild yam, and it's identical to human progesterone. So this is a great product to rotate during perimenopause and menopause on your body. And you rotate it on your arm, your thighs, your throat, your abdomen, or your chest, once or twice daily. So premenopausal women use 14 days prior to the first day of menstruation. You discontinue, repeat. Menopausal women use it for 21 days, discontinue for 7 days, and repeat. So we list how to use it on the label. We just can't make any hormonal claims or anything related to that on it because it is a cosmetic.
I think you need to try that, Brierley.
Hold on. Which product is this?
This is the progesterone cream.
Well,
it's not on here.
It's
she's
not
giving a secret inside.
Oh, she's giving. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can I get it on your website?
Yes. Yeah. So I had actually talked to science, and I was like, can we include this in there because it's for we're talking about perimenopausal and menopausal skin. Yeah. But she was like, well, it's hard to say because on the label we can only make the moisturizing claims and how to use it, but we can't say anything about hormones.
So why, when you said that you rotate it around the body, you mean like you literally put it on different parts of your body every single day?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have to be cautious about where you are in your cycle.
Yes. Well, so they recommend how often to use it.
Yeah, there's directions on their website.
And when to use it.
Wow.
But you know what? I use it's from Wild Yam, and I've done I did a pretty intensive article on potential dietary supplements for menopausal symptoms, and Wild Yam was one of the ingredients that had a good bit of research. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that we should avoid that's going to cause more havoc on our skin as we go through perimenopause, that's going to cause it more stress? I mean, I know it kind of differs person to person, but just in general, are there any ingredients that you look at and you're like, oh no, I'm not, stay away from that?
Anything harsh.
Okay.
Rose, did you want to take this question?
I mean, I think as a person, you know your own, who knows your own skin but yourself, right? So it's always good to not overstrip your natural oils that are on your skin. And I know that is the balance that, we're trying to juggle because of the hormonal imbalance we're going through. So it's just making sure that you don't overstrip the natural oils that are remaining on your skin. And that's why it's important to maintain that regimen of using the serums and the moisturizers to put that back into your skin, whether it's ceramides, peptides, oils, and then locking in that moisture. So, there's so many different ingredients out there, but the ones that we've mentioned right here are a really good place to start with.
Yeah, you want to prioritize hydrating, and then you want to stay away from any fragrances, typically any alcohols that are drying to your skin, any abrasive exfoliants. You probably don't want to use, especially if you have the rosacea, because we are definitely more prone to get it at this age. And you just want to soothe and protect the skin. So in short, you just want to be kind to your skin.
Okay. So when you talk about fragrances, I feel like I know why fragrances, and we've talked about it a little bit on other episodes of the podcast, like why fragrances might not be healthy from like a overall like hormone, body perspective. But do fragrances have a specific effect on the skin that is unhealthy, like on your skin health, I guess what I'm getting at, like opposed to just the fact that your skin absorbs it? They can be hormone mimickers, that kind of thing.
So it's also sensitivities too, because even if something is a natural fragrance or like even a natural essential oil, you could be allergic. I mean, poison ivy is natural and it's a plant. There's just certain things that people can develop allergies to, or they become more sensitized as they get older.
Okay. Got it. That's helpful. That's really helpful.
It's the quality too of the fragrance that you're using.
Yeah.
In your product. We evaluate all of our ingredients stringently through our process of qualification and running them in our labs. We also adhere to the amounts of fragrance that should be used in a certain type of skin category. So we have all of that information that we use into when we consider formulating our products.
Wow. I'm looking at some of these products that we've discussed on y'all's website. And y'all provide such good, helpful information about how to use it. But then I had forgotten at what price points these are at.
That's what I was
there's
gonna say.
Rarely anything over $20.
Yeah,
I mean,
the price points are amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we are running a little short on time. I don't know how much of the supplements we can get through. I don't know if maybe if you each want to talk about like what your favorite supplement is. And then I have like one final question I really, really want to ask that's not related to supplements.
We could try to figure out.
Yeah, I could just quickly go over. So I would say collagen supplements. This would help with any type of skin hydration, elasticity, and firmness. So we have the Verisol collagen jelly sticks currently, great for on the go. We also have marine collagen V-caps, and then we're currently working on a Verisol powder that's unflavored next. We have the hyaluronic acid supplement. So everything we have in our skincare line, we try to do a supplement for it to do beauty inside and out. So our hyaluronic acid supplement has clinical studies for skin hydration and joint support. And we also have glutathione and ceramide supplement. This is for moisturization and brightening clinicals. Glutathione is a potent free radical neutralizer. It helps to protect the skin from oxidative stress and environmental damage. So this combination is great for skin. And then anything with vitamin C, E, these are powerful antioxidants that help support collagen production and skin health. Vitamin A, important for skin renewal. Biotin and keratin. I mean, as we get older, your hair starts to thin. So you want to help with all of those nutrients for your hair, skin, and nails health as well. So we offer a clinically studied hair, skin, and nail supplement. This one has the keratin in it. And then we also have a vegan one without the keratin for those who are vegan. And then other supplements that I would recommend, anything with zinc is great to support your immune system along with skin health. Omega-3 fatty acids are very important for maintaining moisturizer, supporting a balanced immune response. And personally, we don't have one in the beauty line yet, but probiotics is huge to help a healthy balance of gut bacteria. A compromised gut can lead to inflammation, and that disrupts the skin barrier. So those would be my top recommendations in regards to beauty supplements.
And y'all's supplement line has multiple probiotic options. You'll have some great probiotic options. Yeah. They may not say they're specifically geared towards skincare, but it's all tied together.
Yes, 100%.
You really did that quickly. Really quickly.
I tried to summarize in general.
That was perfect.
With supplements, and skincare, consistency is key. That's the number one thing. So whatever you take, whatever you apply topically, consistency is key, and just listen to your skin and how it reacts to whatever you're doing.
Hey, one quick question. We didn't really touch on them, but mask. Are mask, do you need a mask if you're doing what you should moisturization-wise? Or when are masks beneficial? Or can you give us a little guidance on that?
I think masks are great, especially, to have that extra moisturization, even if it's once a month, or I would recommend once a week, doing a moisturization mask through your whole Sunday self-care ritual. That's when I would do a mask. I'm a huge proponent of the red light infrared masks as well. My husband also, I got him obsessed. He probably uses it more than I do.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Those are also very key, I think. So,
yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned necks very briefly. Do you need a special neck cream, or can you just extend everything down into your neck?
Extend everything down to your neck. They do make neck creams, and they're usually a lot thicker. So they utilize a lot more occlusive ingredients and a lot of butters. But if you really like I put everything on my neck and my décolleté as well, because that's the first thing I notice waking up is all the wrinkles on my chest.
Oh, yes. Same.
The skin is so thin there.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, my last question that nobody was prepared for, and you can decide that you plead the fifth and you don't want to answer, but all over my Instagram feed right now is all this talk about no Botox. No Botox. So what I want to, and there's these celebrities coming out that say they refuse to do it, et cetera, et cetera. So
why are they saying
those little frowny
Are they saying
things?
it because of be yourself, embrace your aging, or are they saying it? Is there a scientific reason?
I never know about the celebrities. I'm guessing I'm assuming that they're doing it to just embrace your age. But on Instagram, I'm getting these interesting commentaries about how over time it's not good for you. It's not good for your skin. And so I just would love to know, as experts here, what your take is.
This can be personal or
expert.
Yeah.
So
I think everything can be dangerous in overabundance. So everything is used in moderation. We as a company obviously don't use or advocate any kind of stuff that's Botox, but it's each their own, I guess. And people do use it as preventative and also for current treatment for wrinkles. But again, I think if you're asking about what's safe, what are the dangers, I think it's just what you do in moderation and how you are applying it, and you're not overusing and not over injecting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Before I worked at Now, I used to work at a med spa. Obviously not natural at all in regards to my esthetician life there. But even the girls at my work who were in their teens, early 20s were getting Botox then for preventative measures, which I feel like your body kind of grows a tolerance to it and it stops working as much. So I don't even understand why they would start so early when they didn't need it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a huge thing in the industry. But yeah, I think the overuse of it is I mean, and because then you start noticing every single little wrinkle, flaw, and that's how everybody starts getting too much work because they don't even realize what natural and normal looks like anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to link.
Thank you for answering my very random last minute question.
We're going to link y'all's website. I'd forgotten how great y'all's website is just with all your products, but particularly with the facial products. Y'all give such great answers as basic, like a lot of products they won't tell, I want to know exactly what I do. And I was just looking at a couple of products. They tell you exactly what to do.
Yes.
And I love that. But I'd also forgotten y'all have some recipes for a sensitive skin mask, for different things. I've forgotten that y'all provide those on your website. So there's a ton of information there. So we'll definitely link that.
Yes.
As well.
We will be placing very large orders in just a hot minute.
Oh, I have a question. My basket has about 7 things in it. So when I get these things, do you recommend, I'm assuming I shouldn't try all 7 within a 24-hour period and start that regimen. How do you recommend I integrate these? 2 at a time or try the moisturizer and cleanser first or what?
I think it's like what Tina said. It depends on what season it is and what types of, what are the 7 products that are in your basket. If you're in warmer weather and, you want to start off lighter in the morning so you don't feel so bogged down on your skin with your makeup. You don't want your skin to feel so heavy. But, like the basics, a cleanser, a serum, and a moisturizer in the morning. And then maybe the serum or the cleanser, serum, moisturizer, and an oil for the evening, so you can switch it up that way. As long as there's a little bit of a layering, presence there. And if one of your products happens to be the 2-in-1 correcting eye cream, that could be an extra one that you're putting on your eyes, under your eyes, letting that dry, and then applying your serum, and then pulling it down to your neck, letting that dry, and then following up with your moisturizer or your oil.
Okay. Well,
yeah, and if you're testing products out for the first time, maybe start with one product for a couple of weeks, see how it affects your skin. If it works well with your skin, then try introducing a second new one.
Okay.
But you want it, because if you're trying all new at the same time, then you're not knowing which one, if you do have an issue, which one is causing that issue.
Very true. I'm just very eager and
yes,
excited.
she's very eager.
Yes. I always would suggest doing a patch test on your skin for anybody, and especially if you are a person that you have sensitive skin. It's always better to try on your backside of your hand before you use any type of product, not just ours. But I know getting a basket of products is just like winning the lotto. You just want to put everything onto your face.
Yes. Okay. Well, this has been so helpful. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I think our listeners are going to find this so helpful as well. I can't wait to share it with them.
And I just have to say before everybody goes, to our listeners, if you feel overwhelmed by the volume of what we have given you, we will do some very extensive show notes with some direct links to make your life a lot simpler.
Yeah. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Great. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Happy Eating Podcast. I'm Brierley Horton.
And I'm Carolyn Williams. If you liked this week's episode, then don't forget to rate and leave us a review on iTunes. And be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss a new episode.
We can't wait to have you back at our table next week for a brand new episode. Bye.
The contents discussed in the Happy Eating Podcast, such as advice, studies, text, graphics, images, and other material discussed or presented on the site or podcast, are for informational purposes only. Content is not intended to be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your mental health professional or other qualified health providers with any questions you may have regarding your condition. Never disregard professional advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have heard on the Happy Eating Podcast.
If you are in crisis or think you may have an emergency, call your doctor or 911 immediately. If you're having suicidal thoughts, call 1-800-273-TALK, that's 8255, to talk to a skilled, trained counselor at the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you are located outside the United States, call your local emergency line immediately.